Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Widgets and Wonders. This is my show about great products from small companies. Now today we're going to take a look at some new pre-painted terrain sets from GameMat.eu. Just released, we have a medieval castle and a medieval town set, perfect for any fantasy skirmish, fantasy battle, siege, or whatever other kind of sort of like medieval themed games you want to be playing with it. This is two separate kits. I had them set up together because they complement each other really well, and I wanted to show that the painting and all of the sort of like prefabrication matches. You can put it all on the table together and it looks fine. So two different sets. I will outline what comes in each, like as I kind of talk about it. I'm kind of take it apart and put it into two piles so you can see how it works. So anyway, let's check it out right now. Medieval Castle and Medieval Medieval Village from GameMat.eu. And here are the two kits all set up on also a GameMat cobblestone mat. This is their new cobbles. 3x3, and there are two kits here. So the castle wall sections, basically, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 towers, 1, 2, 3 intact walls, and then 1 gatehouse. And then for the medieval village, there's 1, 2, 3 cottages, a ruin cottage. You get a little well. You get a little statue here, golden sort of like statue, and you get 40 crates, packages, and barrels. And that might actually be the sweetest part of the kit, is all this scatter terrain. I was impressed enough with like the buildings and stuff. The painting was really nice. There's a good separation between the wood and the stone. So you can see here they've actually done a bit to keep it fairly clean. But these I was really blown away by. I was not expecting to get scatter terrain. And it's all just perfectly functional right out of the box. The painting is nice. They've done a good job to not go too high with the dry brushing. So a lot of times I found with pre-painted stuff, they tend to pick up too much color and you get these you can occasionally see it, like right there, the dry brushing is a little bit too heavy, but it's not too noticeable. They've picked tones this time around where the brown and the slightly lighter brown, the dun or the yellowy orange that they've dry brushed it with isn't a tone too high to make it stand out too much. It just looks nice and natural. Same with the wood. The wood's nicely done. It's a nice chocolate brown followed by like a sort of like neutral brown. And there's enough to differentiate everything that, like I said, it's perfectly functional out of the box. You've got some ruins. There's access points to them too, so like there's some open doors. You got a second level up here. You could very easily, with just some balsa wood or some popsicle sticks and time, make yourself some platforms and walkways and ladders that would make this a nice little Mordheim table. And yeah, so kit number 1, basically I said I would divide this up. I've also put some War Machine guys down here for scale, because my Trollblood's fighting some Signar, just to give you an idea of how big it all is. You get 1, 2, 3 buildings, and then this ruin right here, along with yon well, and this a single kit. That's the village kit, the medieval village kit. And then the castle kit is all of the towers, the 4 towers, the 4 wall sections, and that's it as a ready to rock and roll package. So these two things together, 2 separate kits. You could buy them and combine them like I did, or you could have them just be like separate kits for whatever you want. Now, if you want to make a really big castle, you probably need 2 sets. The other thing I noticed is you probably can't go around the world with this one kit. Well, let me just try. There will be some doors leading outside, which was the only thing that didn't really fit. So like you could go like this. Actually, you could do it. Yeah, you can totally do it. There's just gonna be some doors facing outside, and you'll have some ruined towers. So you go 1, 2, 3. If you want to make this into like a straight up a keep. 4, and you're gonna have an extra wall section too if you do it this way. Like this, and like that. And there you go. So you have an actual keep. I've got it slightly out of alignment right now. I'm gonna push these things together. There you go. And you can make it into a keep if you want. And you will have an extra wall then too, because you actually get 4 wall sections and 1 gatehouse. So this could be like sticking out if you want to smell. And those are the 2 kits. So I have to say, like I said, they've definitely come a long way with their dry brushing. I don't know if this will match the Gothic ruins, because I've painted the Gothic ruins, and so I can't compare them right now. But I'm pretty sure it's pretty close. So if you did get the Gothic ruin set, or they may have even just changed the painting on the Gothic ruin set to match this slightly, they might link up as well. But I can't guarantee that, because like I said, I repainted mine. So I'm not 100% sure on what that would look like going forward. But these are the 2 sets. You have the medieval castle and the medieval village, and they combine up nicely. And their painting all matches to make yourself a nice medieval terrain kit. As I was playing around with it, one other thing I realized is the 4 wall sections can also allow you to put this up as a defensive line. So if you wanted to do some type of mission where you're either defending or assaulting a city, the kit works perfectly well for that. So I figured I'd show you one last thing, give you an idea of the possibilities of this. I gotta say, you give a guy like me a bunch of castle walls, and I do waste a bunch of time playing with it. I probably stood around for like half an hour just setting up this table in like various permutations before I actually filmed the video. So good job, GameMat. Definitely great functional terrain right out of the box. If you're looking to fill your table fast, or even for like a D&D adventure or something like that, this is a great set. And so you have another great product from a small company. Now I'll put links in the description below for all of these sets, so you can check them out for yourself. Now, if you know of a great product from a small company, you can have them email me at guerrillaminiaturegames@gmail.com or Facebook message me at facebook.com/outofthebasement-of-the-streets, and I'll do my best to put it in front of as many people as possible. So big thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Tell them to mash up again. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.